Motherfucking crotch duster.
Crotch duster.
Mammal Sauce by them. Matt Wixon before that with The Truth Is, and Bo Burnham with Funny Feeling. Huge shout out to Neil P.
Yeah, for any person who's watching this or listening to this and is going to come on our podcast in the future, and I'm not just speaking to Matt Morris, although Matt Morris specifically is one of the people I'm talking to, come correct. Like that.
Yeah.
Like that. When you're asking us, like, oh,
try to really wow us. Like, I'd love to see Matt Morris come with what he thinks is just like the most fucked up, raunchy song in the world.
He comes in, he's like, have you guys ever heard of Les Claypool? And we're like, yeah, dude, we were, yeah. He's gonna be like, no.
He's listening to this right now. He's like, fuck.
He's like, well, like, Tom Waits. Have you guys listened to Tom Waits? And we're just like, yeah,
dude.
When we were 7, like, or in the 7th grade, I should say.
I still listen to Tom Waits.
I still listen to Tom Waits as well. I'm just saying that's
voice soothing.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And I really like Ron Perlman, which has nothing to do with Tom Waits, but he looks a little bit like Ron Perlman.
Yeah.
Which like, I'm just, it's that like I don't know, just a cool guy, but like also seems like a really, like down to earth dude, like the too cool for school type,
but also
just
like
really
don't fuck
nice
with that guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And that's where I put both Tom Waits and Ron Perlman. By the way, just not for any reason, Ron Perlman definitely is what my cat Charlie sounds like.
Okay.
Like if he had a human voice, it would definitely sound like Ron Perlman.
All right.
This week on the UFC, like totally, man. Because Ron Perlman does all the voiceovers for UFC.
Okay.
Yeah. Live from Vegas, like it's
the Ron biggest Perlman. Fight of the year.
Exactly. Yeah, every fucking fight. Oh man, actually, there's gonna be an LFA in Hammond, which is like it's like the step below UFC, but it's like above local.
So it's like AAA baseball.
Which one is the one before Major League?
AAA.
Then yes, that is exactly.
I believe the Railcats are a AA baseball team.
Oh, they're AA. I didn't even know they were related to the. I thought they were just an independent league.
No,
they used to be.
No, they've always been I believe they're affiliated with the Minnesota Twins.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. You know what? After we're done with this, I'm gonna do a deep dive on like the history of the Gary Railcats.
Yeah.
One of my guys on my hockey team goes to every fucking game.
Dude, you can get season tickets are dirt cheap. It's a great, it's a good vibe. I like the vibe there.
Right. Maybe that's what we should do one day, or like one summer. Just make it our thing to be like at Railcats games. Like for no fucking reason, we just get shithoused at fucking Railcats games.
Twitch broadcast it and commentate the whole game.
Oh my god,
like
dude!
Full on here. We're here having some the king of beers.
We start fucking. We work with the Railcats.
Yeah.
We get them to like.
We're the unauthorized
Twitch stream or unauthorized game is us. I love it. Speaking of unauthorized, CJ, you know what time it is.
It is time for Hanson. Bop to the top.
The top.
An unauthorized biography by that old cocksucking whore, Joe Matthews. Old cocksucking whore from back in the day.
Back in the day. Way back in the day.
We had a setup last week just to start the sentence off to really give it some power. So if you want to check that out, you got to listen to last week's episode. But
for the listener who didn't though, like what was the?
No, fuck that guy. He's got to go back and listen.
Well, that guy is me.
Oh.
I forgot what we left off on. Somewhere, but I don't remember what we left off on.
It's not that detrimental.
Okay, it's not important. Okay. It's kind of how this whole fucking book works, CJ.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All three brothers instantly loved the way they sounded together. It was the most natural thing in the world for us to sing together, Isaac asserts. And once they learned that 3-part harmony, remember, amen.
Oh yeah. They were the family from
Uh, and once they learned that 3-part harmony, there was no stopping them. Making music became their primarily play activity, play in quotations. Without
Okay.
prodding, they spent more time at it than in front of the TV set, video game monitor. Now, what's the difference between the TV set and a video game monitor?
It's the 90s.
It's a fine line.
This was written in the 90s,
It's a
CJ.
fine line.
A video game monitor at this point. Well, no, because like I think
Wouldn't it be a
I think
computer monitor?
Jill Matthews might be referring to A, either a PC monitor, or B, an actual cabinet.
Okay, I
Like
mean,
cabinet video game.
I guess
That would be
she's
a
an old
separate-
school cocksucker whore from back in the day.
back in the day.
Back in the day. You're right. Video game monitor, practicing their karate on each other, or even outside on their bikes.
Wait, does it really say practicing karate on each other?
Yes, it does.
No fucking way.
Sure does.
Wait, so that implies that like Jill Matthews thinks that demonstrating karate on each other is like a normal thing that bro.
Probably. I don't know. You would know better than me. I don't have.
I have a brother, and
Yeah.
I did karate on
You're
him.
right.
Like that's. I'm not saying that I had a normal experience. That's my point.
Where are we at here? And outside, even outside on their bikes, she puts a lot of weight on being outside on your bike.
Well, I mean, because once again, old cocksucking whore from back in the day.
That's true.
She
Bikes
thinks
were new.
Going outside
Yeah,
is
real
like
wheelie
what
McGigs.
kids should be doing. It's the whole reason like why society is going. Duh.
That's true. All right. In no time, Isaac Taylor and Zachariah were working up their own versions of songs, both from their Christian music backgrounds and from what they heard on the top 40 radio. And soon after that, following in their parents' musical footsteps, the three little boys began composing their own original ditties.
You know what I wonder, CJ?
Huh.
I wonder if they point out that there's only 3 of them, correct?
Yes. Isaac Taylor
Taylor-
and Zachariah.
Taylor plays the synth
Tay
the
if you're
keyboard.
nasty.
What?
Tay if you're nasty.
Oh yeah, Tay if you nasty. He plays. Oh my god, that's how I'm referring to him for the rest of this segment. For the rest of the time we do this, Taylor Tay if you nasty. When he plays the keyboard, he plays keyboard. Isaac or whatever. Isaac, he plays guitar. Okay.
Okay.
And Zachariah is on drums.
Okay.
Okay. There's no bass.
Yeah, you're right about that.
There's no bassist.
You
Who's
know,
playing bass?
The keyboard can handle the bass.
I was thinking about that. I was like, well, actually, unless they're like, he could be playing bass notes
Yeah.
while also doing harmony.
The keyboard can
Like,
handle.
it's
You got the right
possible.
keyboard. You could split the sounds too. So you got bass tones over there that actually sound kind of bassy while you still got your keyboard stuff. Or you're trying to do your other stuff.
Yeah. What I also like is that they
Technology.
basically the 2 oldest brothers got to pick what instruments they wanted, and
Yeah.
then the youngest brother, it's like, now you're playing the fucking drums, dude.
Yeah.
You're not good at the drums? Get good. Because we're gonna beat the fuck out of you
Tough
until you're
titties,
better.
'cause we got some original ditties.
Right? You guys think that movie with what's his fuck from the insurance commercials was good? You should have seen what these 2 dudes had to do to their little brother.
Yeah.
You're dragging. Anyway, J.K. Simmons, kick-ass guy though.
They loved what they were doing, so they just kept doing it. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Because they just kept doing it, they just got better at it. Maths.
That is maths.
Soon those 3-part harmonies were super tight. And soon they had a little compendium of Hanson originals. None of these were yet full-out songs. After all, the boys were really little, and as yet had no real musical education.
Okay.
Man, she made that a difficult sentence.
It's like you could have just started a whole new sentence. Like you could have just done instead of anyway.
Yeah. Has as yet had no real musical education. Like, Jesus Christ, lady. I can't even trust that some of the words she uses are real words because she's already
Right.
used a couple that aren't real words. And then she likes throwing big ones out there, too.
Right.
Old
Well, and then
cock-sucking whore.
Oh, it's hard from back in the day. I tell you. New Letterkenny, by the way.
Oh, I know. I watched the first episode yesterday. It was good.
Nice.
After the boys were, let's see, where am I at here? Had. Okay. But the seeds of what would become the Hanson sound were being planted, as they'd later write in Mbop. A lot of planning ensued, although they surely couldn't have known way back then which seeds would take root and grow, and how big. You creepy old bitch. It wouldn't be creepy if I hadn't already read the prefix and the back of the book.
Right. No, absolutely. If it was just you reading it out of context. Oh yeah, no.
All right, we got the start of a paragraph here to finish off. Page 7. Not unexpectedly, in the late 1980s, Walker Hansen, who'd risen through the ranks to become the director of international accounting. What a Walker.
What a Walker.
Was informed that. What was he informed? That's an actual cliffhanger.
Oh, fuck.
That's a real one there. Yeah.
He might have got fired.
What was he informed?
He might have got fired, CJ.
Who informed him? And
dude,
what
if he gets fired and then he just gets cucked by his kids, like his kids just become like international
breadwinners.
Stars. Yeah. He's like, I was an oil baron. Now I'm just oiling these two boys. We're just really juicing these 3 boys. All the worth.
That was our 7th installment of Hansen Bop to the top.
To the top.
An unauthorized biography.
I can't wait. God, that's why I'm like really trying not to like. We fucked up in the last one, but I'm really trying not to like refer back to the following week in the segment.
I really want you to go back and
like, because I want it to be one big like cohesive thing, and like for the jokes that run, like, because that was another thing I was the whole idea that we're like they're not racist. We did that for like 3 or 4 weeks, right? So like when that's all one thing, it's gonna seem like one like 40 probably 30-minute joke. Just like us.
I mean, they're not. They're not. They're very specific.
As far as I can tell.
Yeah. We've gone through all our solo guest spots. We had multiple guests, 5 to be exact, for the 420 extravaganza.
We're gonna go through all of our guests and all of talked about and did with them in our next voiceover. But we're gonna play 2 of the songs that 2 of them picked. CJ, which ones we got?
Yeah, we got Dan Panzig and Tomer Unit coming up first. Panzig, shameless self-promotion, ran some Panzig with Tara Smokes Oregano. Tomer played some Monster Magnet. He had quite a few good stoner jams.
Oh man, he did. Yeah, that was actually just
yeah.
Monster
Magnet with Nod Scene. You're listening to the Moron Bros show here at realpunkradio.com.
Let's check it out.